I don't know if anybody's going to take the time to read this or not, but this is a message for the ones that are chosen, that know they are chosen. I need to know how many of you have had dreams or visions since you were a child. Because I have. I need to know if there's anybody like me. I have had probably one of the roughest lives anyone could ever have, but it's okay. In my 20s, I walked away from my house. I didn't know why I did it at the time. In my mind, I was looking for my dad. That's what my instinct was. I was looking for my dad. I didn't realize at the time that I was looking for that dad. I walked away from my house and nothing but the clothes I had on, my handbag. I didn't look back. It's not the first time I left. First time I left, I was 12. Yeah, that's another story. It's not the one I want to get into now. That's for another time. If you knew you were different from the time you were a child, you probably have a rough life too. It's for a reason. To train you to become a warrior, and not necessarily a warrior to fight, but it wouldn't help. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to be able to know how to defend yourself, because the minute that the devil finds out who the chosen ones are, you become their main target. The things that we see, the visions that we have, is not nothing you can just pull out and hand to you. That's what I've been attacked already, okay, several times. There's nothing you can just take out and hand over. There's nothing you can tell in advance, because it's not like that. You see a vision, and yeah, it stays, but there's no way you can put it into words the way it's supposed to be until God tells you to. And then you break it down. Now you might have small visions that, and God don't want you telling all of them, because that's the first thing that's gonna make you a target. If, especially if you know things ahead of time, you know, people gonna be looking at you like, well, there's money that can be made off of that. And they're gonna try to hurt you, or they're gonna try to get you, see what information they can get out of you. And the point is, they don't understand. The only information they can get out of you is what God allows you to say. It don't matter how much you know until He gives you permission or nudges you to say it. it's not gonna come out. You'd be like, but nothing's gonna come out. Now, the first time I was attacked, I was a child, and I was hit in my back hard, and I thought my brother did it, and I jumped up out of bed. Of course, I went for him because, man, you know, Mama said, "What are you doing up?" And about 3 o'clock in the morning, I said, "Tony hit me in the back." She said, "Tony, sound asleep." I said, "Something hit me in the back." She said, "Nobody's here to hit you in the back, Mary." She raised up the back of my pajama top, and there was a handprint there. Somebody had hit in the back. It scared my mother to death. She stayed up all night long looking out the window to see if anybody was out there because it was one of the times that my father had disappeared. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. Off and on, I've been attacked all my life. But what I want to tell you is if you are being attacked, you're on the right path. And God's always going to be with you if you're on the right path. And if you call out to Him, He'll be there. He'll be there. He's waiting for everybody to call upon Him. He wants us to lean on Him. He wants us to call Him. And He is my Father to me, you know. But if there's anyone out there that knew they were different from the time they was a child, please let me know. My life has been saved so many times till I've lost count. I really have. I really have lost count. I didn't write them all down. I've had my face pushed to the side when a bullet come out of nowhere and ricocheted off the building behind me. I was at the beach and somebody fired a gun somewhere and the bullet, I felt the wind from it. But nobody there. I was drowning. This is God's truth. I was drowning. I then went down. I fell in a sinkhole. I went down for the third or fourth, fifth time, I don't know. And I was pretty much at peace. I mean, I was looking up and thinking how pretty it was, seeing the air bubbles coming on my nose. Felt like I'd been down. It felt like time stopped. And I heard somebody say, "Jump." And I turned around because it's always on this side that I hear it, the gentle voice. But it's actually speaking in here. But always on my he said, I turned around and looked and I grinned because I knew there wasn't nobody down there with me. Last thing my mother had told me is don't go to that water by yourself. I watched out the window till she left, looked straight to the beach, went straight. straight. Anyway, make a long story short, I turned around and looked and I wanted to say, I couldn't open my mouth because of water. I wanted to say no, but I thought it. It wouldn't matter if I did jump, I'm too far down. And about the time I thought I'm too far down, I was pushed straight up out of the water. And when I came down, I was on solid ground. That's just a couple times, and it's the truth. I know I'm not going to swear or nothing like that, but my hand to the Bible, my hand to God is the truth. There's been so many times, um, so many times. And when I left home, I was 20. Some people stopped and tried to pick me up. And they said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I'm walking to Florida." And I did. I made it there in 3 days. Don't ask me how. I didn't eat. I didn't drink no water. Nothing. Didn't sleep. I'd stop and rest behind a building every once in a while. No, I wasn't 20. Yeah, I was still underage. Yeah, I was still underage. I'd hide behind buildings and rest for a while because the police. I didn't want them to get me, take me back. I wasn't coming back. But anyway, I didn't realize at the time that what I was looking for was that Father.